Gedds station. I'm wandering down to Gedds station. It's a place like none you've seen. It's a place so bright and clean. A barrel rolling across your screen. And I promise I'm not mad.
Quite simply, what else are you going to do? We're going to play some Mon Bazou. What are we doing? We were having the fucking bunker constructed. Before our very eyes. Before our very eyes. Has anyone been kind enough to retweet me? Jujo, Molso, Burnzoid. Who's this? A bot. A Dota 2 bot has retweeted me. David, Pesky, and myself. You haven't retweeted me yet. Fucking get on it. Good lord. With some maple mining. That's right. Long days in the maple mines. Okay. But I can, we could play 2 or 3 hours of Mon Bazou, and maybe I won't want to put a screwdriver through my eye at the end of it. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Mon Bazou's gone quite badly if you want to hit yourself in the head with a brick by the end of it. By the end of the session. Construction noises whilst I try and sleep might do it, but sorry Burns. I didn't mean to upset you, but equally I really don't mind having done it. Should we use this dresser here to hold our hold our Poutine supplies? That's great. That's great news. A tweet, thank you. I almost definitely don't want it. No, I don't like it at all, actually. I'd really rather... You know what? You specifically, Gabby. I'd really rather... Oh! The dresser attacked me. Oh, no! Oh, this is... Right, this is not worth it. This is not worth my time. Not worth your time. Oh, you can just keep adding the cheese curds. Cheese curds, bitch. Great news. I've been screwdriving the old eyes, the old peepers. The old jeepers creepers. Right, what were we doing? We had barrels. The car was in bits. I do seem to remember the car was in little pieces. I do remember that. That I do recall. I don't know what's going on with these barrels. I won't pretend to know, and I won't pretend to care. Yeah, that's a good question, I think. That's a good question, I think, Multi. Pals, I was going to ask you a question. I've forgotten what it was. Oh, fucking someone remind me to actually use post to Instagram. I was like, yeah, I'll post up one of the lovely fan-made posters every day. And I've actually, and this is going to surprise a few people, I've actually done fuck all. It's because I only remember this shit at like 4 AM or something silly. And, I'm sure there's ways to schedule posts, but I don't know how to... Oh, no! Oh, what a fucking loser move that was. Local idiot knocks over pristine tubing stack. Yes, car market on Friday. That's right. That's goddamn correct. Get in the car market. Get all the good, fun things that you can put on the car. And then spend a time doing that. Oh, we lost a wheel bearing, I seem to remember. A wheel bearing fell through the earth. Into the archaic lands. Is there a way to schedule a post on the default Instagram app? None of you are going to know None of you are young enough to be influencers. No offense. No offense meant. No offense. No deliberate. You know, I didn't mean to upset anyone. I just don't think any of you strike me as influencers. Sorry. Oh, sorry, Gabby. Real ale and darts influencer. No, Dan. Life. More to life than real ale and darts. Dan, you are the oldest 20-something that has ever existed. And I went to school with someone who was entirely influenced by their grandparents, who'd been raised by their grandparents, who were themselves old-fashioned, even for people in their like 70s, and was basically like talked and acted like a boy who'd been born in the early 40s and like grown up with rationing. It was very, very strange. Alien Bob said you're an influencer. She posts from Instagram when I know she is asleep. You've been using Instagram. Well, does anybody know if you can schedule a post with the default Instagram app? Look at this. Look at this phone. I could be an influencer probably with this glued onto my phone. I don't know why I'm going to keep showing it off. I find it very funny that they smashed the back glass of my phone. The camera does work though. There's no something on the end of your 20. That sounds like the weirdest euphemism I've ever heard, Dan. Very uncomfortable with that little turn of phrase, what you've done. You're usually the oldest young person. I felt for a time like one of the oldest young people. I felt very like, oh, I don't like clubs anymore. I just want to curl up and, I just watch a movie on the Friday. I really think I'm mistaking being old for being a loser. Like, that's the thing. A torn face cunt. Alright, Cheech. Right, anyway. Let's go and do something more exciting than looking at this truck. Felt like Alan Bennett. I want to unknowingly agree to that, but I also... Alan Bennett sounds like an English name. Chances are any famous English person is a non, so I'm going to say no. Oh, don't flash. I'm literally having to go to the doctors about both of my ankles next week or something, whenever they fucking phone me back. I was born with a hip issue. From birth. Birthed onto this cruel, hopeless world with a dodgy hip. From day zero. I used to go into work where I mostly worked with people in their 30s and in 40s. I'd be the first person throughout the day after, you know, like, I don't know, we're fucking swinging pickaxes or something manly but also very fucking shit all day. I'll be the first to go, lads, oh, I've done me back in, lads, I've twinged me back. Be working alongside like 40-year-olds, like fully grey children, not much younger than myself. You right, Gedds? No, I've done me back, lads. It's all over. Don't bother carrying me back. Just simply let me perish. I never fucking said I was special, Gabby. I never wanted a special little plaque. Oh, he's the cunt that was fucking born with a shit hip. Oh, what a fucking cool little medal that's gonna be. Never fucking... I can't even explain a fucking medical problem, can I? Oh, you're not special. I didn't want to be fucking special. I don't even fucking like having it. I would trade it away for a normal functioning hip. I didn't say it to be fucking special, mate. I said it because it's just fucking true, isn't it? You'd simply have good bones. Well, go on then, cunt. Go on then. Fucking, why aren't you fucking Wolverine yourself some good bones? I don't even have a fucking diagnosed mine. They fucking have x-rayed it a few times. Gone, oh yeah, that's a bit fucked, isn't it, mate? Good luck. Lol at the idea everyone turns white. No, well, to be fair, I'd go grey quite happily tomorrow in the knowledge that it meant I probably wasn't going to go bald. I was just saying it for effect. I mean, it was true. I'm not making it up, but I'll crack in my ass and you don't hear me talk about complaining. Oh, sounds a bit like a complaint to me, pal. Hello, Johan. I'm mainly shouting at Gabby for being a cunt today. How are you? No, I've only had to do that twice, I think. And they've both been in the last 5 minutes, to be fair. Somebody said, "Oh, that's swollen." I'm interested to see what they say about it's ankle/calf muscles. It's not really just the joint. It's really the whole muscle thing is really shit the bed in quite a dramatic way. But I'm interested to see what they say about it. Because I really have had to stop even going out with the dogs because I'm in crippling pain. Both grey and balding. Going grey is simply not an issue, and I find not to be, you know, everyone has little thing. Everyone's different about their own appearance and, you know, aging and you know, how your body changes. It can be upsetting, I get, but people get really weird about going grey. I don't. I don't fully understand, to be honest. I don't understand people get really weird about it. I think grey hair looks really good on like a lot of people. I think you just look fine most of the time. At worst. Is there going to be some strut that's in the boot, like there? Yeah, looks like it. Silver Fox Gedds. I was weighing up the other day whether I had one of my first grey beard hairs or whether it was just extremely blonde. I actually think it was the latter, but it wouldn't really bother me either way. Robin Van Persie with grey hair was absolute flames. That's such a Dan thing to say, I don't know why. Platinum Gedds. Got a lot worse during a trip to England. Oh, that's so strange. Both the stress of seeing family and just the stress of being in England didn't age you at a faster rate, did it? That is odd, isn't it? I'm shooketh. Shooked. Right, I definitely bought another one of these little holder doodads. Need to keep an eye on the time because I need to be leaving here no later than around 2. Why is the suspension not coming out? Am I being dumb? Am I being dumb, lads? Don't say if I am. Or maybe do say. Why can't I get the... I don't know. That's a lot of bolts. Mads Mikkelsen. Happily. It's going to take all the bolts. This is going to take me a year to rebuild, by the way. My whole life, I think, might go in front of me. Half a dozen white chest hairs. That's crazy. There's a bolt on the inside, is there? Am I not seeing it? I'm just undoing everything. Oh, apparently we're taking this out. Oh. We've used maximum capacity it would transpire. I have 12 o'clock, so we'll take all these shitty breaks off. Weak. Anything else? Oh, there we go. So is that the same size as? We're just using the same shocks front and back. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Nice. Okay. We'll leave that for a second. Also, with your track history, bodies are funny. Does sound just a little bit malicious. Like you're talking about not the non-alive variety of them. You know, I just want to say that. I just want to put that out there. Is that a fucking parrot again, or? Remember, everyone, parrot. Not person, it's parrot. Hey, Bobby, what it do? How you doing today, pal? Good. It's late morning. It's mid morning. No, it was even more. It was actually much less human-like than the last one that played on stream. Luckily, it's noon. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's noon here. The game's in real time because it's exactly 12 o'clock in game. Keep on saying it. We might start believing it. Miss Gedds will back me up today. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. How's the old trees coming along? We must have 8 million by now. I would reckon. Yes, there's a few. It's a few. It is a few, isn't it? There is a couple there. For sure. EST forever. I tried to do Eastern time on my poster that I put on for my 24-hour stream, and I think I probably just really badly fucked it up. Which is quite an achievement for something so incredibly simple. I can't believe I knocked over all my stuff. Do you know I was hungry? I did have a pasty for lunch, but that normally only counts as about 2/3 of a meal for me, and it's all I've eaten today. What are you doing, Milo? You being a pain in the arse? Well, that's not like you, is it? Oh, wait. Meds check. Always hungry. Forgot to eat yesterday. Take care of yourself if you can, pal. Don't forget to eat. Oh, that's not what I needed anyway. Sorry. Try and eat something if you can. Kill for a good pasty right now. Flash, you need to come to specifically my area of the world. Right, we'll introduce you to the Cornish pasty. Always. I'm literally always hungry. I'm genuinely. It just honestly makes me think. How am I ever gonna do? Like, I want to lose some weight. And it just makes me think. How am I ever gonna do that? How do you stop being just hungry all the time? Right, talking hungry, we're gonna grab some virtual Poutine. Pitters with falafel and halloumi tea. That sounds good shit. You and 50 people? Good lord, please don't bring 50 people here, Flash. I will have the most severest of panic attacks and then turn you all away. It won't be a productive time for anybody. Right, I think we should have enough time to wait for this barrel to be good to go. I'm going to put these down, actually, because they just fucking fly out. Hopefully this gives me even half a chance for them to not do that. Nope. And then maybe one sideways in the middle. Keep them all nice and taut. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Get moving. Having the engine started already, that's how you know I'm a serious gamer. That's how you know I'm a serious gamer. $166 maple trees connected. They're going to go mental when that number is 300 or so. I'm not even going to know what to do. I'm not going to know what to do. It's going to be terrifying. You're planning out your Europe trip. Are you, Flash? Are you popping by the U of K? Flash? To be fair, I wouldn't blame you if you weren't. I would just nod at you knowingly if you said no. You're heading to Europe for 2 weeks on Monday. Oh, what's the plan, Bobby? What's the plan? Have I made up that your partner's European or got a European family? I might have made that up. Maple deluge. Come on, I want to leave at 2 o'clock and it's 4 minutes to. You can do it. You can do it. Good stuff. Good work, gamer. You heading to Europe too, Juge? What, just down to the shops? Feels very weird when you mention, like, the UK in the same breath as, like, Europe. Because whenever you think of Europe, you think of, like, Italian, Portuguese, maybe, like, you know, like Romania. Just you know, just lots of interesting cities, interesting places, lots of culture, and then you think of like the UK. I can't just help think of somewhere like Slough or whatever. Pick out your friend in the UK. Oh, this weird. You haven't messaged me yet. No, I'm sure everywhere in Europe has their own Slough. Except I instantly said that and then went, that's clearly a lie, Gedds. Expect to knock on my door. I'm 5 minutes from the beach, Flash. I'm a worthwhile visit. That's the only way I can sell myself. Breach the subject about a trip with Cal. Should I do the same with Miss Gedds right now? Oi. Oi. What the fuck are you oiing me for? You do it to me all the time. I've said about people never using my name. I'm mainly thinking of you and the fact you'll go oi. What, don't fucking sit there and try and defend yourself. No, you're not going to, because I'm speaking straight truth. Do you want to go to Italy? No, not right now. When we can afford, in a fictional time, when we can afford even the travel. Beaches in the UK? Yeah, no, I'm in Cornwall though. It's the nice part. You won't want to go to any other beach in the UK. They're actually good and nice in Cornwall though, so don't get excited they're all covered in sewage. We're sort of like one of the main areas where Surfers Against Sewage operate and have spent a lot of time fighting Southwest Water, so no, I'd travel to see Flash, don't get me wrong. If I could time it, especially with seeing other people. You only hang around Birmingham. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Bobby. So sorry to hear that. Cornwall is a lot like Italy. Bournemouth beaches are not filled with Tory cunt surfers. You feeling alright, mate? Have you? I think any beach in the UK that's even slightly nice is going to be full of Tory cunts, I'm afraid. Those are all a million miles away from me though, Flash. Like you need to meet me in the middle. Bristol. I've never been to Bristol. Like into Bristol. No, I just never even really been into Bristol, even in the loosest sense. Let's go. In the pocket of Big Maple. Right, stop at the garage, buy some wheel bearings, not yeet them. Oh, Nick, we were just talking about the lovely sights of the UK. I've been to the beach in Bournemouth and it was horrible. I will believe Malto over Gabby 101 times out of 100. I'll find an extra excuse to do it. I really don't think we need a single thing in here. Am I going to buy can lids? Truly, this is a madness. I'm not even going to buy 2 packs. I'm just going to buy 1. That's like going into the shop and finding an excuse to get something. I mean, all beaches are horrible. I'll have like a month, and compared to the US, the whole country is tiny. It's very true. It's very true. Panzoid, no. Gabby, it's because you just talk shite. You just talk shite to try and wind me up. And people quite often will bite their tongue and just agree with you just to wind me up as well. But no one's ever sincerely agreed with almost any of your opinions because they're so fucking shit. Like, you are so ignorant and annoying. Don't fucking scoff at me back there. It's true. Gabby is an ignorant, annoying prick. It's not even a lie. It's not even half a lie. I'm sorry, Gabby. Sometimes I say things that are true even though they're mean, and I've got to stop. You struggled getting... I grew up 15 minutes from family members that I wouldn't see for 5 years at a time. I'm not mad at all. I'm not rattled at all, mate. Sometimes you just keep filling the cup every day, and it's not one moment that actually made the cup spill over. It's the gradual process, and sometimes, you know, a little something has to go out. It's because I'll tell you why English people don't want to travel anywhere. I'll tell you why English people don't want to travel anywhere. It's because England is fucking shit. Travelling through it is fucking wank. Looking at most of it is fucking horrible. It's absolutely full to the brim with cunts. You deal with that enough just by interacting with your neighbours and people around your town. Travelling through it only increases your likelihood of having to interact with them. And so it is best to be avoided. whenever possible. It's very simple. It's very simple. No one can even afford to do it anymore. Have I seen the US? Yeah, but you can drive for hundreds of miles without seeing anyone. The gas used to cost you pennies per litre because you simply avoided at all costs building anything even slightly looking like public transport. So much for my kind of general part. I don't know why I'm in such a mood today. I've had an okay day. Maybe it's the 4 hours sleep. Main problem in the UK is it's full of Brits. That's right. Well, that was my point really. And the problem with travelling through it is you often have to interact with them. Or even if it's not speaking to them, even if it's simply interacting with them on the roads. Because God knows you can't get a train anywhere. You either own a car, right, maybe you can use trains. But if you own a car, you simply can't afford to use the trains. And this is what my whole point about car ownership is. It's such a sunk cost. I don't even go to beach that much. I'm not even like the beach defender. Simply won't have you singing the praises of fucking Bournemouth in my chat. Like I'm almost indifferent to the beach. I use it as a draw when I'm trying to get people to visit me. I can see the sea from my house, that's enough. Oh look, here we go. Just fucking shut the fuck up. Why is my button not working? There we go, I've fixed it. Oh look, it's happened twice. You can't imagine Brits are worse than Americans. Who do you think made you all so fucked up? Who do you think most of the cunts in your country are unfortunately descended from? I've got terrible news. The beach is fine. The beach is fine, but often there's almost nothing to do there. I'll be honest with you. At least Americans pretend to be happy sometimes. I actually count that as a negative, because the only good thing about Brits is they're very upfront about how miserable it is. At least they have the reputation of being friendly. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. What fucking cunt is angle grinding outside my house? Can they fuck off, maybe? Why do people do this? 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. What are they doing? My fucking word. I'm going to stealth. We're going to noise avoidance mode. Good fucking lord. I'm certainly not under the illusion that all Americans are friendly, jolly. Jolly's not really the word people use about Americans, is it? They more use just... It's a term reserved for us fat people. Just shut the fuck up, honestly. Can I change that to 10 minutes? Because it's not enough time. It's not enough time. I'm putting out too many fires here. While you're putting out fires, try not to have an open... Leave like a Bunsen burner on in your kitchen. You turn that off first before you start doing anything else. For fuck's sake. I'm gonna... Fluffweeze, that was posted as if it was an innocent question. I'm gonna leave the timeout for just a second. Nick's spitting objective truth, and unfortunately part of the latter group along with my entire family. Unfortunately. Brits are yeah, Brits have a reputation for being massive cunts and manage to exceed that. That's the thing, isn't it, I guess? Anybody quite rightly pointed out. Is that if you imagine all reputations are worse than reality, well, what does that say about the awful reputation of the British? Oh, Americans, right, okay, I've only met American tourists. They are the most talkative people to a fault, to their detriment. Because my opinion is that, in fact, I'm working whenever I spoke to them. I do not want to have a conversation with you. I'm working. I'm in a terrible mood. I'm very tired as such. I want you to do what you've come here and paid to do, and then leave. And now, unfortunately, that is not the way in which American tourists operate. Again, this is tourists. Tourists are always a worse example of an already bad genre. I've got to short by one thing and then stayed an hour talking. Yeah, so I'll tell you what, they are always friendly though, because I've never had an American threaten to, cave my skull in, which used to happen twice a week from some fucking half-drunk British guy. That almost never happened with Americans, to be fair. Obviously, there was, there was a lot more. There was a lot more chance of interacting with a British person, but always falling into the canals drunk and drowning while pissing over everything. Wow, I would have guessed you were talking about British tourists without any context there. Tourism is toxic. Fucking... Oh, just a lot. Just the worst. Just the absolute worst shite. Yeah, working in tourism since I was 13 has soured me so badly to even the concept of tourists. Even the sheer thought of a tourist. I see someone driving through Cornwall with a roof box. My immediate thought is, I hope they crash. I hope they have an accident. They've simply had such a negative impact on my life. Not them specifically. But if you're going to denote yourself as a tourist, I hope you have a car accident. Not a severe one. Certainly not with your children on board. But I do hope you crash your car. Just into a tree or something. I'm going to do the absolutely fucking mind-numbing routine of making some poutine here. There's no harvest. Oh, I've knocked it over, that's why. I was trying to stand in it. In the potato basket. Did you just say tourists should crash? I was talking about my Minecraft server, dude. I certainly didn't say I wanted to run them off the road. But how will we visit? You simply won't act like a tourist. You certainly won't own a car that you put a roof box on top of, for example. Because that's the only way I know you're a tourist. That, that's the only real, easily identifiable thing I can just look at and straight away I know. Second home ownership. Yeah, you can visit a location without being... you are a tourist by definition, but it's a behaviour. It's a behaviour. It's a... it's a way of acting. You can be British, and it's rare, but you can be British without being racist and noncing children. You can be. Most people in this chat probably fit into that category. Okay? It's, You know, but on average, that's what you'd have to say the natural position is. And you have to work towards breaking free from that, you know. If you're born British and you do nothing, you'll tend towards the average and be a racist nonce. If you work actively to avoid being that, then you can, but it takes work, it takes effort. So if you visit an area, you can you know, you can actually be polite to the people that are fucking working 60, 70, 80 hour weeks, so that the restaurant you visit, the fucking attractions you visit, the shops you visit actually function. You could, I don't know, be polite to them. You could drive on the local roads, not like a cunt. You could not be the messiest arsehole. You know, you could stay in your hotel room and you could not leave it literally covered in shit, just expecting some poor minimum wage worker to pick it up after you. All of these things are very possible. And yet, you'd actually be in the 10% of people who actually behave this way if you did it. Yeah, you know, again, it's the same thing in chat. If you're in chat, likelihood is, you know, you can go to a restaurant, you can say please and thank you, make small talk with the staff working there, and leave a little tip, and then go home. Not throw your food on the floor, not shout at them, not threaten to fucking start a fight, not get so drunk that you cause a scene. You can go there, have a pleasant time, and then go home. You can probably all do that. People who, on the average person, seemingly can't. They seemingly find that impossible. A viewer writes, can you please ask Gedds why he wants people with roof racks to crash their car? I said roof boxes. Roof boxes. Ooh, big delivery. Big box. Well, I did accidentally order one of the things separately. That was my fault. Do you need to check for a power bill? I did that last time we played, like Tuesday this week. So I'm hoping... Tuesday in-game week. So I'm hoping not burns, but thank you. Hoping it's actually all good. Did you buy headphones? I didn't buy headphones. No, bought a power cable so I can actually charge my phone, because I think Mrs. Gedds is just about fed up of sharing one charger between the two of us. And why did I bought headphones, dude? I'm very confused by that question. Did I say I was going to? I can't remember. And I've had to buy some blinds for the windows because I'm worried about how hot it gets. I'm not even that worried about me, because I can just like have a drink, go somewhere cooler, sit in front of a fan. I know to do that. The dogs seemingly don't. The dogs seemingly don't. I mean, you know, they don't know to sit in front of a fan, but no, that sounds more like you, Juge. I think you're thinking of yourself, you know, which is fine. You're projecting that sort of thinking onto me, which doesn't... I don't tend to do that. I don't really have a thing like that I would just buy, sort of... Warhammer. Sorry, I do have a thing like that. It's called Warhammer. Mainly when the problem when I was playing Warhammer was actually that I just buy like a little thing of paint here and there. That was what I would do. Just tack it, just add it onto an eBay order or something. Been in the garage most of the afternoon making a box. Oh, cool. What material? Wood, I assume? A wooden box? One of the new Warhammer paints is almost in the top 10 most expensive liquids. Wait, I don't even know if that's purely banterous or some sort of amazing stat you've seen. You are talking like £5. For like, sometimes like 12 milliliters. Surely there's medical stuff that I can't actually tell with Burns. Burns virtually. This is amazing. This is an amazing skill. You're gonna think I'm bullshitting, but it's true. Burns says everything with a straight face. Burns types everything with a straight face. You just get that impression from the messages. Printing has been more expensive than petrol. No, what about that? What about that barrel of whiskey that someone spent millions of dollars on the other day? Was it whiskey? It was something like that. The King Girl bathwater had all the expensive liquids. Fluff, what is your average expenditure on Game Girl bathwater? What are you doing? Oh, the thermometer. Don't only set it with your phone. I need it on my phone. Because I'm the one who actually has a clue. Because can we see what temperature it's in here right now? Because everyone always goes, oh, it's such and such degrees. But I always want to know what temperature it's in inside the house. Say again? 22 now. Right now. In here. It's so cool.
Does not feel like 22 degrees.
Mate, how hot has it been getting in the afternoons? Like 30? This is nothing. I'm actually chilly. Almost. Like, it feels chilly. I know that's only comparing it to, like, the last 2 days. Bull semen is very expensive, isn't it? Isn't that the thing they put trace amounts of in energy drinks? Like, they call it taurine or something. Flash says hello. Hello. Let's get started. Apparently it's 22. Maybe it feels even cooler because the humidity is only 54%, which feels low for the UK. Did you buy that? Did you buy that, Croft, or did you purchase it? I simply take a bath. Oh, mate. There you go. There's the new question. And how much have you earned from this industry? What on earth you done? New cable! Let's go. You've got new camera, new cable. Let's go. This better last as long as my old one. It cost me £10. Lord knows I will never financially recover. Are you making enough noise back there? Why are we still in like silent mode? Oh no, it's probably good for a minute because this box is being ripped apart. Is that an urban myth? I thought that's what taurine was. They literally put it at the top. Oh my god. Good lord. I don't, you can't blame you can find taurine in bile. Oh, that sounds like it might even be worse actually. Scorpion venom. I imagine that's quite hard to extract, isn't it? The scorpion venom farms. Yeah, I just saw that. I just read that. That's why I read it was a constituent part in bile. That sounds... It doesn't sound good, if I'm honest with you. Well, it doesn't sound overly appealing. I mean, I have drunk an energy drink today. Just because I wanted one, really. Didn't make me feel any more awake. Or even less sleepy. Which is not quite the same as More Awake, by the way. They're slightly different. Work in the cup gargling factory. You gotta stop slacking off by tuning into the streams then, Croft. You gotta get back to work, pal. Disgruntled employees making it. I truly hope. I truly hope they can't get to my delicious body, intestine, organ destroying energy drink before I get to it. Pretty gruntled. I'm not sure that works that way. Sorry, Jan. Oh, it's Friday. We need to get to the guy. We're gonna be spending big money. You back yet? No. No. Sorry. I don't know. It feels like it's recent enough where you could just reignite it. Might even be able to not get a timeout. I did do a pretty amazing job of quitting energy drinks, to be fair, considering I was drinking one a day for like 5 years. Or more, probably more. No, definitely more. Just like middle of last year, I just went, no, I'm not going to drink these anymore. Standard reference materials. Isn't there that place in the US that has like standard references of like every thing? Like everything they can get their hands on, they'll have like some sort of standard reference of. The tourist hate was one of the most based things I've ever talked about. You very much missed out on some. What is doing DIY? Can you fuck off? One energy drink a day. Yeah, well, I couldn't fucking afford Nick. I've literally never been able to afford that. I've almost never in my life even took home £1,000 a month. I would simply have been homeless. Speed is cheaper than Mont. That cannot be true. Also laughable at the fact you thought I was buying a can of Monster every day instead of a Euro Shopper energy drink. I work with a guy that, thanks Burns, I appreciate that. I know anyone who's ever been addicted to anything will just say this, but I don't think it was addictive, it's just, like, habitual. Just like, oh yeah, that's one of the things I drink today. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make my heart issues worse. I'll just stop. Right, we'll just get this installed and then we can get back to it. Not addicted, it's just, yeah, I literally just, okay. Well, I know I wasn't addicted because I literally just stopped. I literally just like finished whatever I had and then just went, okay, that's cool. No, it literally was though. Like, I know again that's a stereotypical thing to say, but I literally, it clearly, evidently was. No one who's ever properly been addicted. If I said, oh yeah, I was addicted. Oh, how did you quit? How did you quit? Oh, I just stopped. Oh, so you weren't then? No. It just complete falsehood to say that I was. I've seen what proper addiction is like. It was not that. Not done a drug. That's me. Will you get in the frog pit? What am I screwing that into? Hold on. Where have I just put that? It's just disappeared. It's not going in here, is it? Okay, where the hell have I just bolted that bolt into? Be honest with you, the cheapest Toast Wiz is probably better for you than your shop of 39 energy drinks. Any day now you'll go win. Also, you always bring that up. Are you addicted to bullshit? No, I was saying I would be if I could afford to. Would be. Chance would be a fine thing. Turns out there's also a lot of losers, based on my own personal experience. Turns out there's also a lot of losers. Did you install in those blinds or? What do you mean you don't know how? Did you? I didn't see it. What do you mean? You're not gonna girl boss it? What do you mean no? No, you need to. No, but you have to. You just mean you don't want to? You're not just gonna hashtag girl boss it? Not resisted very well, have you, Nick, to be fair? I think I've said about Goin about 6 times. Like, I worked with a guy who was polishing off somewhere between 6 and 12 cans of Red Bull a day. That seems worse than most drugs, to be honest. That seems worse than most drugs, to be honest. I would feel safer doing almost any drug than drinking 6 to 12 cans of Red Bull a day. Like the small cans, but like, you know, or like the normal size Red Bull cans, not the fucking huge ones, Jesus. But would either bring into work. It's 6 or 12 because he'd either bring into work 1 6-pack or 2, and they never came home. It's actually chilling here. It's only saying 21 degrees. Makes me worried about how hot it's been in the week. Must have been pushing 30. And I still maintain that my house is keeps a lot cooler than most. God, that's bad, isn't it? We are so fucked. Have a little sip of the old syrup. The old syrup sipper. I think your heart would explode. He had to stop because he got hospitalised one day, and they were like going for his diet, and he was an alcoholic as well. He was an amazing human being that he was even alive when I knew him. He used to drink 6 or 12 cans of Red Bull a day, and then go straight from work to the pub, drink until he passed out, sleep in the pub car park, and then drive straight to work. Stop by the shop, stop by the co-op, which is pretty much opposite the pub in the morning, and then drive straight to work. And work 6 or 7 days a week. I was just I was just, how are you alive? How are you alive? He also had several months where he had to leave work early because he was on an ankle tag. It was a funny day when we had to close the whole site at 5 instead of 6 because there were 2 members of staff on an ankle tag on a curfew, and we no longer had enough staff to run the business at past 5 o'clock. I mean, there was a little joke that started with trying to post drugs. I think, Multi. I think that's when that started. You thought we were nerds, though. I'm so offended. I'm so very offended at that notion. The fact the guy didn't crash his car every day is a surprise. Let me tell you, you just did. He just says, no, not mate. Mostly not into anyone. Just quite often, like, just caught some of the hedge whilst driving around. That's very Reddit, isn't it? None of those people have ever spoken to a normal human being. I genuinely think if you have got a few hundred hours in Reddit and you aren't a complete, just beyond saving, incel, far right freak, you've done very well. If you've got, let's say more than a few hundred, like especially if you've been using it for years, but like the people with thousands of hours into Reddit, I really genuinely think it's one of the worst places on earth. I'm sure there's nice bits of it. r/Juju attack. I never want there to be anything to do with Gedds Station on Reddit. I truly don't. Calling out me, but yeah, that's fine. I truly mean that. You've done very well, or are very lucky to not have some sort of opinion. I don't know. Be posting online about how you should be allowed slaves or something. I don't know. Like, I feel that we're very lucky that you're not like that. I feel like there were 99 dark paths you could have gone down, and this was the one that was the least bad by far. Probably not that. There were probably 999 dark paths you could have gone down, and this was the one that was seemingly the best. I actually think pound for pound the worst place on the internet is probably actually Mumsnet. But the scale is so differing. The scale is so differing that it's, it's hard to compare the two. Because yes, the 20,000 people whatever regularly post on Mumsnet are probably the average poster. Well, we've probably got a higher percentage of truly awful people on there. Oh, it's doing that to me. Dude, this is what I was talking about today. I was trying to post on my on this backup phone I was using, I was only a few of my messages, but they just send like, it wasn't 20 minutes like flash, it was like, it'd be like 3 or 4 minutes. I don't know what that means, but the fact it's 152,000 probably means you've spent more hours than is holy. On any website, on any one website, let alone fucking Reddit. Red Bull by the case, the cigarettes, infamous meals. I just think it's a percentage. I genuinely think that of regular Mumsnet posters, I genuinely think 99% of them are probably truly too far gone. That's a very high percentage. Does this close at 4 or 5? I think it might actually close at 4. We need to get out of the car! Get the fuck... Mate, I'm actually not going to be able to sell these if you don't get the fuck out of my way. Need that money. Need that money. Need the money. We might have to pick these up on the weekend, alright? We might have a truck full of car parts. I don't know why I'm throwing them over here. I just don't want them. I don't know what happens if they get left on this pallet. Aren't you from the Exos? Maybe that's what the only even slightly safe places to be on Reddit is Exo subreddit. Make a cup of tea. I will bargain 1 cup of tea for you later. I will reciprocate the tea when I'm not at stream. I'm not in stream. If you take the dogs out, I'll make one for when you're back. This is the deal I will strike with you now. I'm actually chilly here. I don't want to brag people, but I'm actually a little calm. I'm actually thinking of shutting on the windows. Hey Burns, that's fine. Hello person, glad you were recruited by Gedds Station. Cursed but weirdly wholesome place to be recruited. Not the word I'd use maybe, but certainly an absolute integral part of the community now though. I think it's very. I think it can be very bad for Weasel, but it's. I think the average person who just watches YouTube probably doesn't get too much really bad shit, and they've got. I mean, they've still got so many millions and if not like a billion users or something that it's pretty bad the way it. We're making a curry. Nice. What curry, pal? We're having a curry tonight. Yeah, no, you are right. YouTube is not youtube.com/c/GedStation. Don't get me wrong. That's a truly beautiful place to be. No worries, Nick. Have a good time at Lidl. You're gonna go down the middle of Lidl. Of course you are. What am I saying? Have you truly even gone to Lidl if you've not bought £80 worth of tat? Actually, the only thing I get ever in Lidl is like a couple of croissants from the bakery. Chicken and black pepper one. Nice. Pal, I'm never going to stop looking at this thermometer thing. I wish I'd had it when it was actually properly hot. Oh, I'm going to get my wish there, aren't I? I'm going to regret even thinking that. Banzo, I don't see a lot of your stuff in the What's for Tea thread. Is that because you're like me? You're cursed with not being able to fucking take a picture to save your life. I mean, I can take pictures of stuff, but our kitchen is just so badly lit. Also, all the bowls and plates we put stuff on just look scabby. Just have like the nicest food that just looks the most horrid. I simply can't. I also like every time, like, say for example, Nick. I like bullying Nick. Nick posts like really good food pictures. But the portion sizes always look... I'm not sure if anyone else... I mean, this is all like nicely pictured food. I just look at it and think, well, where's the rest of it? That looks great. I'll have 6 portions, please. Thank you. Maybe it's just me, because I'm stupidly hungry. We're just gonna... I think that guy opens until late, so I'm just gonna pop by this little bit first. Bite-sized. Yeah, I eat like 4 adult portions of food. Nick likes small dinners. Nick eats small dinners. That'll get graffitied somewhere, hopefully. Hopefully I can make sure of that by just doing it. Oh, Josh as well. I haven't seen anything from Josh in weeks. Weeks, I tell you. Nothing in Discord, nothing on Twitter. I could just ask Amy, bless. I'm just too stupid. Is away this week, that's right, but... Put a picture in the Discord. Well, I'd be remiss to not have a look, wouldn't I, after saying that? I'd be stupid to not have a little look. Ooh, that looks nice. Good work, lads. Good work. Let's spend our monthly income on car parts. I think the guy come back on Sunday, right? Because I need more parts after my payout. So I had chicken paneer. It could be... Yeah, we're having a paneer tonight, actually. Well, I say actually, like it's not the same one we have every week. Look, if something's good, I'm really don't just mind eating it frequently. I really don't mind at all. Oh no, look, they've got the racing. Right, we need... They got nice stuff. I want the nice stuff. Turbo intake. That's going to be important. Intercooler, that's going to be vital. If you're adding a turbo, you can't not have the air cooled. So it is more dense. Cool air is more dense. Get more air. More bang for your buck. Oh, hold on. These were like purple and blue last time. Does it change every week? Oh my god, that fire was not there 2 minutes ago. I'm just going to have to buy these bolts and then we'll try and get some pink ones at some point. But I don't want to not have... I don't know anywhere else you can get bolts from, to be honest, so... That is loud. Can you stop, please? Thank you. I don't want nitrous, to be honest. What is this? Metallic removal. I'm intrigued by what that even means. Okay, so we got that. Oh, yes. Has to be. Nice. Definitely need these. Definitely need this. Big very curry last night. Parsnips, peanut butter, condensed coconut, and red lentils. Very interesting. Hey, Ant. Hey, Ant. How are you doing, pal? I'm streaming. How are you doing? You seem to be viewing. You seem to be doing more of the viewing. I'm doing more of the streaming. I think that's a good way round. Probably a good way around to do it, right? How much money we got? We got $5,000 dues. I don't know. At least for the rear. I'm gonna say rear on it. Don't at me. I could maybe paint this pink. I don't know. I'll decide which one I prefer. Hey, Greg Pauls, how you doing, pal? How have you been today? Oh, we're spending some money on this car, right? Okay, we're getting this car. Is there... Do you own a front bumper for my model of car? Because mine seems to have fallen off at some point. And I'm just not super happy with that. What other tab have we got? You got one for boost. Yeah, I'm gonna need a boost gauge. At least, at the very least. I really need a new trunk. I would like a cool spoiler. Would be nice. $200. Why not? Why not? I can barely afford not to. Oh, fuck off. He pulls. Are you clocking into work? Balls. Weasel. Right. Anything else required? This is gonna be a mess. I must not crash. I simply must not crash. Oh no! Oh no! He's sunk into the floor. Oh, Pauls, you missed it. I was bemoaning Reddit. Felt like it could have been your time to shine, potentially. I was being very mean though, so. Maybe not. Maybe it's best you weren't here. Started calling him Spanish. Is he, by any chance, actually Scottish, dude? Because they almost couldn't be further from being Spanish in lots of ways. I do hate to say it. I hate to be a hater. Still all cunts. Reddit's the best place to be mean to melts and not eat a ban. That's a good counterpoint that I hadn't been given. I did say that the few people I know that are frequent Reddit, I did say we're very lucky they haven't turned into the worst incel fascists on Earth, which seems to comprise a lot of Reddit. No, my spoiler! Oh, I can't see it. My character's too tired. I'm going to have to pick it up later. I'm going to have to come back for it. That's fine. You know, you take an L occasionally like that. But I can't afford to fall asleep because I don't know what. I don't know if you die or something. If you run out of energy, I don't know if you just die. That would really put a spoiler. Spoiler. Really put a downer on today's events. The lights are quite shit. Can't really see all that far in front of me, and I can't afford to crash. So slow is fast here. And we just got to get around this set of corners, this long sweeping corner. Then we go right slightly. And that's our house. Oh, it came into view quite late. Let me get to bed. Let me get to bed before we die. About 30% form tickets. That bunker must be nearly done. It must be, right? I think we might have bought it on a Sunday. They seem to have been working on it all week. So maybe today or tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, I want to say. I did get the bunker, yes. We got it. We got it last stream, mate, yeah. Got it quicker than I expected, really. But we were making, like, 20k per weekend. Yo, no worries. Burns, enjoy food, pal. I'm sure you will. We were actually making, like, 20k per Sunday. And... so, yeah, it just took us a couple of weekends to actually... to get it done. Molto, come off that. You, oh, buddy, you can't type that into the... that must be... I refuse to believe that's not intentional. What do you mean, what? What do you mean, what? And the 30-foot fluff after it as well. That's even worse. Oh, Molto, please. That cannot... Hey, Amy. Hey, pal. How have you been today? How's your day been? I was just asking after Josh, actually, because he came up as favourite patron. Molto, please. You can't write that you love someone's box fluff and not even for a millisecond consider what that means. You've been sleeping all day. That sounds perfect. That sounds perfect. I wish I'd been sleeping all day. Oh, man. Dan, sorry, he's all good. That's fine. As long as he's well. That's the main thing. So I haven't even seen him on Twitter or anything. Has he given up Twitter? I've been fully keeping up with everyone on Twitter, but I used to be like go-to content. Oh, that's Fluff Weasel. That's worse, but at least you've done it deliberately. That has to be one of that is not quite as funny as what Burns typed. Last 2 days in 30-degree lab, and it's really taken out of you. As should be your fucking right if you're working in 30-degree heat. That's like get sent home temperature in my mind. That's like, you know, go home for your own health level shit. I don't know. Maybe that's just my opinion. I'm too woke. Partly attending a conference in Singaporean time, so you're up at 1:30 in the morning. Yay, 1:30 in the morning fans combine. I do not know what I'm doing with all this shit. It's a mess. That does sound very hot. To be fair, knowing Amy though, we're all saying, well, they should have advised you to go home. They probably did. They probably did, and Amy probably went, oh no, but I love work so much. And don't even say that's me taking the piss, because it really isn't. All too obscure to appear on the timeline. I just haven't heard from him so long, I was worried. I realised I've been a bad friend by not being more actively knowledgeable about what's going on. All round bad guy. What the fuck are we going to do with all this shit? That's the real question right now, isn't it? What are you buzzing at me for? Our labs don't have opening windows because the building's listed. I really like that listed buildings get a good deal of protection, right? I do, because I think that's good and right. Okay, I like that they can't just be torn down and changed and shit for developers. But some of the shit that it does allow them to do is quite mad. It says use the spanner to remove the old one. I've tried that and it simply does not work. It's a whole thing. Oh yeah. Hold on, I can't hear construction sounds. Oh yes I can. I was simply too far away. Yeah, that sounds cool. Maybe there should be exceptions in the listing sort of rules where they say, oh yeah, you can have opening windows, by the way. That's allowed. You're allowed to, like, you know, do tasteful upgrades and improvements in keeping with the nature of the building itself. Maybe they should make that distinction. Seems worthwhile to me that they do. Just feels like the only two options, like, Britain has ever allowed are leave things exactly as they are and have been for forever, or completely rip them down and replace them with something horrible. I just would love if there was some sort of little sort of in-between. Maybe they even verged on the side of keeping things the same, you know? Because if you look at some of the fucking awful... if you look at some of the fucking awful shit we did, well, especially like post-war, and if you look at our town centres now, they are fucking tragic. Look at me. I'm the lab manager now. Oh, I was meant to fucking have a big slurp of the old maple syrup there. I guess I'll just find some in the fridge here. No, I've got cans, look. I'm a can boy. Drink the syrup straight from the can. Like a mad lad. It's because that's who I am. It's crazy like that. Thai Postal City Centre is the whole thing is bombed to smithereens. Just... I'm not even sure if I mean post-war is that was used an excuse in some place, whatever. But if you just look at like how some of the towns used to look, I mean, obviously a lot of it is just because they were like, everyone owns a car now. Plymouth took it. Plymouth ate absolute shit. So that's got a lot of it that is just like was just 50s and 60s. Fucking hell, does it look horrid? Was it not eating off shit? Yeah, that's the point. At least they, even if like, and I mean mainly at town centres, I wouldn't comment on housing. But yeah, just it's so lifeless. You appreciate some vibes. What have I got that would be some good vibes? I could pop this rainbow on to the stream. Is that has this made the vibes? Look at this car. Look at the screen right now. Your eyes, they don't even need context. The vibes will they'll be beamed straight into your brain. Just stare at this screen. If you're on a mobile, straight up to your eyes. And if you're watching on a computer screen or whatever, Just crying, shitting, and throwing up in the corner. That wouldn't be a good look, Mash. I'll be honest with you, mate. After they gone, absolutely fine. I've got my world's most boring middle-aged person, Mr. Right Mug. Sorry, Miss Gedds, I do love it. Just makes me look very boring. Yeah, no, I appreciate you not giving me the mug of supreme doxing. May as well have my home address written on the side of it. Geddsbot's a little more supportive. I did wonder what was happening with Geddsbot. He DM'd you on Twitter. I just have such... I just guess I have to... I'm forced to believe that's true, but I also naturally just don't. I don't know what it is. It's an act of Nick being weirdly kind to that. That's like when your manager asks you for a chat or something and they're all like happy. Oh, you alright, mate? Do it. Fuck me. What's going on with the rainbow here? You have a good weekend? You're like, yeah, not bad, thanks. Oh, do you want to just come into the office for a quick chat? And you're like, oh, how fired am I? What level of final warning am I on? For something I did on Saturday when you weren't here. What an idiot. Have we told him that it's now a 1 month before it's even allowed to be slightly changed? This is going to take me a million years to put back together. I truly don't know what I've done or am doing. You should use it all the time. Can I take this off now? How do remove? How do remove? I feel like that should be removed now. Found one. Sneaky bolt. What is holding you on? Is there another bolt down there? I'm gonna cry. Oh no, that sounds definitely very bad. That sounds very bad, Greg. It's just resorted to Greg now. If you don't know someone's name, just change it. Just change their name. Here, here's your new name. I'm bad with names. I'm going to give you one I'll remember. You're so welcome. It'll inevitably get old. The bit will die. Right, let's move on to a place that isn't shit. I'm sorry, that was really weak. That was very weak, I'm afraid. Sorry. I'm sorry for letting everyone down. Mainly myself, but... Mainly myself. I do apologise, though. It's fine if you acknowledge it, because if you frequently get someone's name wrong, then that's a bit awkward and unpleasant. But if you just say, like, as long as it's in a joking way, you know, with the right person, like Greg. As long as you go, wow, sorry I keep getting your name wrong. I'm going to just call you Greg now. Is that alright? Fine. That's fine. Let's kill everyone, pal or dude. I never used to use dude, but I did like... When I was talking, my customer voice was very based on mate, pal, dude, bud. Some people really take, like, not offense to it, but they're really like, are you my mate? No, you're not. You're a customer. The lads, yeah. Group of people, definitely lads. The lads can be completely gender irrelevant. Oh, I took it off. I did it. Okay, I just wasn't pressing in exactly where it wanted me to press, apparently. Sorry about that game. I will try and do better. Right, so where's the intake for this? That's the exhaust. Here's the intake. Okay. And then it wants... Well, surely we're going to need a special exhaust. I don't know. Let's just get this bolted. Oh, Bomatron, I hope it's cool enough for you to get some sleep. I know you mentioned not being able to sleep the other day. Just started calling him Steve. The day before he moved away. That's a madness. You keep that you keep that to the grave. You take that to the grave, that interaction. No, it isn't. It's such a power move. So I just almost smashed my mug or the slate that it's on. I hope this is bolting into the right place because I've just done that blindly. Well, let's go. This looks good to go. Right, where on earth would the intercooler bolt? Is this going to have to go out the bottom? Is this why there's a big hole here? Is that what's occurring? I like pals. I use pals a lot. Pals, gang, and lad is about, like Mash said, like that's my collective. I like guys, gals, and non-binary pals as well. Oh no, the turbo's, yeah, of course the turbo's going to go on this side. I wonder how that interacts with the... with the exhaust manifold then. How do we open these? Oh no, that's a stupid system. I like how they stand up on there. Oh, I can't believe I've missed so much of it. I'm really very annoyed at myself. I did this with Africa Cup of Nations as well. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get really into this. And guess what I did? I just didn't do that at all. A complete dickhead. Is this made by Missy people? No, just a guy who has been quite openly influenced by it. But that's as far as it goes. There's no official integration, you know, like again, I think both just like one-man sort of teams, both of which I think have got like not loads of experience of making games. I'm gonna put a bolt here just because it'll annoy me if there's not one. Homage, yeah. Sometimes it just looks so similar. Yeah, I mean I think that's deliberately the vibe. It definitely like wears its inspiration quite clearly, but I don't know. I think it does enough to be different. It's a lot more of a casual. It's a lot more of a casual vibe, which is nice. You know, it's actually a relaxing game to play. The Maple bit of it feels more like a little sort of like business management game, but like very light. So that's sort of. That's good and fun. It's nice. Less stressful. Yeah, it is less stressful. Much, much less stressful. Which probably means it isn't quite as fun to watch. I'll be quite frank with you. But it's like, I think it's impossible to let this game rattle you. Like, My Summer Car was designed to be annoying. It was a game that was designed to be frustrating. Like, genuinely, that was the brief. Let's make a game that's, like, goes against all... You know, anything that can help the player won't be in this game. This will be my like. Hey Prince, how's it going, pal? Thank you for the first time chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for the positive. Thank you for the nice message as well. Not just a first time chat, a nice message. Can't ask for more than that, can you? Thank you, though. I appreciate it. I made it myself. I wish I could have gone some of the games with a bit of forward thinking and planning. I probably could have done really, but well, not money wise, but I'd have just stolen some. I'd have just stolen some money to go watch a game. Yo, thank you for the follow, pal. I appreciate it.
Welcome to Gedds Station, Prince Yuvraj 123.
Thank you for the follow, pal. It's very much appreciated. Storm and 08750. Lovely stuff. Thanks, pals. Appreciate all of you. What are you, Gabby? Just kidding. That's a fun little joke I do. Alright, I went to reach my tea and it was all gone. It was all gone. How are the clips going? Not tedious, it's hours of good content. It's hours of good content. Surely. What do you mean some of it? What do you mean some of it? What do you mean some of my clips are funny? You mean all of them? But how are there hundreds? Didn't we do it? There's 200. Hold on, but we did 9 months worth, and there were 9 months worth, and there were less than 600. And then the Mad Lads have done 205 in a month and a week, like 5 weeks. Yeah, that happens a lot, to be fair. Just go with the best version of it. We're adding to the clip show, pals, and it's a process. It's a process that I've decided I don't want to be involved with. So I'm simply not. It's great. Right. Someone tell me how the old one comes out of this, because said use the spanner to remove the old one, and I simply don't. I'm feeling too stupid. I'm feeling like I'm missing something. OM, use the spanner to remove the old one. Oh! It's there now, but the old one... I've done it! I've done it. It didn't make any animation like I'd done it, but I had actually done it. That's great news. Oh, look at that bad boy. Wow. Wow. That's some good stuff right there, surely. No, you don't have to agree. Be nice if you did. You didn't have to agree though. Wow. That's right. That's all I could think to say too. I'm glad we're on the same page, Jan. Prince, this is sort of positive messaging that I'm so glad you brought to the stream. I appreciate it. Oh, we're almost going to get paid because it's going to be rolling Sunday. Nice knob, thanks, mate. Yeah, I spent quite a while polishing that knob, Jude. What of it, mate? What of it, mate? You got something to say about that, have you? Got a comment? Spent hours getting it just right. Got a good sheen. Thanks, pal. Appreciate it. I'll have new. You made favourite patron if you're still lurking around, pal. Goodness me, I hope you are. Oh no, we've got to go under the car. That's my least favourite place to be. No, that's not true, is it? I'm stuck. Someone help me. I'm actually stuck on this piece of... this. What was that? A brake pad? Brake disc? Decided to halt my progress. So take these, remove these bolts. Oh, why didn't that go in the thing? Can't have anything nice, can you? Right, so how does this go on then? Oh, it is tasty, isn't it? It is tasty, to be fair. Even chat, I imagine, will agree that that's quite nice. Got all the chunk. We got the lovely cone air filter, as is customary when you're adding a turbo. I love when people add cone air filters to their car with absolutely no regard for like the heat of the area they're putting in, and people they actually test them and they've made their car worse. It's like, yeah, I'll admit that, you know, there are lots of... oh, for fuck's sake. There are lots of ways you can modify your car and make it better. But also, the engineers who designed it are quite clever. They do know how things work. They probably put the old air filter there for a reason. Right, now what's... how has it ended up on... what does it look like underneath here? Is there a pipe? Oh, it's got the pipe. Lovely stuff. I'm just going to use a rusty bolt here, I'm sorry. But I've only got a limited supply of good bolts, so... it just feels weird to use one in the exhaust. Drop up here the bonnet. Big fucking scoop on the front. What a dream. What a dream that is. Now, I don't actually know where this... oh, it's going to be here, look. Big differential right here. Gedds likes big diffs. I'm hearing it on the grapevine. Gedds like big... if I ever get to drive this car again, it's going to be such an experience. I mustn't forget to actually put decent tyres. Imagine adding all this power, all this equipment, and then like putting on like clapped out old tyres. That would be a truly legendary cell phone. Even for me, the stupidest boy in the world. Is it all of these bolts as well? I don't want to do all of these things. There's gonna be too many bolts. I've gone back to just throwing them on the floor again, which isn't great. That's going to be the sway bar out. That's the sway bar. Gone. Cheers and gone. Oh, this has got to be the diff here. Gone. Yeah, we got it. We got it. We got it. An open diff. Give me that limited. One of these bad boys. Oh no, wait. Rear, lovely. That's lovely. Now the strut bars go from like side to side here, don't they? Oh, I need to unbolt the suspension. What an idiot. Strut bars go like above. Explaining that to all like your children. Not my fault, okay? What else what other lovely bits and pieces? I don't even know where this goes. Oh, maybe it goes down here. Yeah, it's got to replace that horrid looking thing there. God, I'm so smart. I understand very basic concepts. We'll probably be the fastest racer when we've got this done. How about we'll definitely be the fastest racer? I'm going to use a lovely red bolt for this as well. Is that just one bolt and done? Perfect. ABS module broken? That's not good, is it? That's not good at all. I am a mechanic now. Oh, we're gonna have to sleep. Oh, our Poutine meter is doing something. Gangbusters. Right, that is a lot of parts fitted today. That's a lot of stuff improved. Lots of stuff still to improve. Don't get me wrong. But that is a real effort we've put in. What's the time? It's almost 7. I'm gonna have the skadoodle. I'm gonna have the skadoodle. We'll see how much money we've made though, moving into Sunday. See how rich we're looking. I'm hoping. Well, it'll be it's got to be 15 at least. It's got to be 15 at least. I know we spent a little bit of time on the car instead of in the maple mines, but it's got to be. It's got to be at least 15. So this barrel fill up. And we're gonna, because we only got 2,000 at the moment, which is for us not a lot. But we have bought a lot of race car parts, which is, I'd rather be a poor man with a race car than a rich man with a piece of shit car. So make of that what you will. Perfect, let's go to bed. You don't judge cars by race. You saying you don't look at a Peugeot and instantly have a lower opinion of it? You're a bigger man than I. Respect. Hashtag respect. Hashtag be kind online. What's that pink glow? Is that the light? Is that it lighting up my car? I was like, what is that pink glow occurring? I might even have the bunker. I'd be very surprised if the bunker's not finished soon. How much money did we make? Tell me, tell me, tell me. $24,600. And we just completed the bunker. Oh my goodness. Let me do a big save. Let me do a big save. And let's have a quick look. Just because I need time to go forwards a bit. And I'll forget to save otherwise because I'm a dickhead. We just completed the bunker and we made $24,600 in one sitting. Is that the cannon bunker? It's gonna be the basis of our simply incredible weed empire. Of our simply delightful. So let's get into the daylight hours. Not that it's gonna matter down there, I guess, but it'd be nice if it was. 8 AM, that's perfect. Oh, they fixed the door for me. I mean, that's a bit silly, but I love it. Where'd you put the light switch, boys? It's gotta be a light switch down it somewhere. Oh. Bunker time. Hey, take up. I didn't even know you're here, pal. Such was the lurking ability. Goodness me. Look at this. Look at the facility that this is. Bunker boy. Hey, buds. Comes with free planters by the look of it. I didn't even remember buying this. I thought you had to buy that bad boy. Amazing. Amazing. Look at this. No. This is for growing. This is for growing.
Station. I really promise I'm the gas station. Completely promise I'm not. Toss a coin to your streamer. Why don't you sub to me? Why don't you sub to me? Toss a coin to your streamer. Why don't you sub to me? Why don't you sub to me? And I promise I'm not mad.